Phil Smith, Brittany Burnworth,
Logan A. Ward.
I'm Jacob Neal.
and our play was when the Grizzlies Walked Upright. And we took the themes, which were disobedience, curiosity, and consequences, from our play and put them into more of a modern situation that could possibly happen. So, yeah.
Ready, kids? Where's the parents?
Yeah.
Oh, brother, look at this. What is it?
I don't know. Maybe we should find out.
Kids, stop! Don't touch that. That is dangerous and can hurt you.
Why?
Because here's your book.
It'll shock you.
Now wash up. It's time for dinner.
They're stupid. They don't know what we're talking about.
Let's do it again.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Are you okay, son? Phil, wake up! Phil!
Represented our themes and our situation is the curiosity. The kids were wondering what would happen if they stuck the safety pin or other metal object into an outlet, and then the disobedience, they did that when we told them not to, and then the consequences where they both got hurt. The citations we used were the curiosity, the daughter looked out at the ocean, and she stuck her head up out, and the disobedience would be when she stuck her head up out of the hole and she got blown away, which would be one of the consequences. And then the bears are cursed and die.
Noah.
Maria Tillum, Erica Lopez, and I'm Grace Ann Sempe. This is a mountain. Oh, look what pretty the ocean is. I think my dad told me something about not looking ignorant, but whatever.
Shh, I'm the wind. Okay, and this is the disobedience and curiosity. It can be found on page 20, paragraph 3. And the reason why is because the daughter looked in the mountain, and the father told her not to look because the wind might take her. So that's it.
What was this?
We should take her with us.
Yes,
And
Yeah.
bring her into our family.
Where are the Grizzlies?
I now pronounce you man and wife.
And this is Bryce, by the way.
The theme for these two scenes were love. They can be found on page 21 on paragraphs 1 and 3. The reason why is because the Grizzlies took in the daughter under their wing, even though they didn't know her. And the daughter and the eldest son were married.
How dare you marry these Grizzlies and have children?
I'm sorry.
Now the Grizzlies show to walk on their feet and their hands. You shall come with me.
Okay. And that was forgiveness. And the reason why was the father took his child back and they went back to the sky. And it's found on page 21, second paragraph from the bottom.
I'm Austin. I'm Jonathan.
Jacob Wade.
The story that we got was When Grizzlies Walked Upright, and it was told by the Modoc Indians.
Okay. Okay, the themes are listen to your parents, curiosity killed the cat, and to every choice there's a consequence.
Okay, so we're in our story, there was a chief of the sky, and he grew tired of living up in the sky, so he carved a hole in the sky with a stone, and the snow poured down, and he made a great mountain. And he came down and walked on the mountain and started making trees everywhere he touched with his finger. He took his walking stick and broke it into pieces and threw them into the water.
The pieces became fish and other animals. He then took the biggest pieces of his walking stick and made grizzly bears and other land animals. First picture.
Okay, the chief and his family, they moved into the mountain. And he made a fire in the chimneys at the peak of the mountain. Very top. One day there was a windy storm caused by the wind spirit that blew smoke back to the mountain, which bothered the chief. He told his daughter to tell the wind spirit and calm it down. He also told her not to look out the mountain where she would be blown away by the wind.
The little girl climbed up the mountain to tell the wind spirit to calm down the winds. While she was coming down, she remembered that her dad told her not to look out the that she could see the ocean. So she started to climb back up to look out out of the mountain. And when she looked out the mountain, she was blown away by the strong winds and landed somewhere down in the forest. She was found by the Grizzlies, who made her part of the family. And when she grew up and became a woman, she got married and had kids with one of the Grizzlies, and they became humans. The kids were humans. Yeah.
After some time, the mother grizzly who found the daughter wanted to make an offer to the chief of the sky and give his daughter back. However, when the chief of the sky came down to see his daughter, he expected to see her as a little girl. When he saw the new creatures called humans, he grew angry at these creatures that he didn't create. He cursed the bears to walk on 4 legs and never talk again. Okay, our first citation was listen to your parents. If the little girl hadn't disobeyed her dad and not looked up the mountaintop, she probably would have stayed in the mountain and never been blown away.
And then next thing, curiosity kills the cat. Well, she wanted to see the ocean, so it's like she heard, like if you look out the peak to the west, then you can see the ocean. So when she did that, the wind spirit caught her hair and it blew her off the mountain.
And our third theme was, to every choice there is a consequence, and she made the choice to look out the mountain and disobey her dad. So then she was blown away.
I'm Andrew Evans.
I'm Wyatt Dees.
Mason Brock.
And Joanne Wraith.
And our story was When Grizzly Bears Walked Upright. We believe the theme of this story was think before you act and consider the risks, because in the story there's a lot of curiosity, there's a lot of risks, consequences, and punishments. So you don't get confused. This is Sky Spirit daughter, Sky Spirit bear. The first concluding statement that we made, we titled Curiosity, and it is, as she was about to climb back down, she remembered that her father had once said you could see the ocean from the top of the lodge. And the consequence of this was she poked her head out of the hole and turned towards the west, but before she could see anything, the wind spirit caught her long hair, pulled her out of the mountain. Ah! Our third concluding statement is risk. We titled it risk because when she became a young woman, she and the eldest son of the grizzly bears were married. This is a risk because the Sky Spirit disapproved of the grizzlies and sent them to the forest, so it's really a risk for them to marry each other. Our fourth is punishment. We have 3 for them. The first punishment is he frowned on the old grandmother so sternly that she fell promptly dead. Second would be, then he cursed all the grizzlies, get down on your hands and knees, you have wronged me, and from this moment on, you will walk on 4 feet and never talk again. What's happening there? And then the last is, he drove his grandchildren out of the lodge and put his daughter over his shoulder and climbed back up the mountain. But Dad, no!
I'm Weston Dale.
I'm Lauren Pope.
I'm Jocelyn Weaver.
Our story was When Grizzlies Walked Upright. And we're doing a skit about the story. One of the themes is going with curiosity and better. One day, the chief's daughter was going to look out the window of their home.
Go, my daughter, and don't get distracted.
Okay. Oh my gosh, look, a flower! So pretty!
Unfortunately, she didn't listen to her father and let her curiosity get the better of her.
Oh my gosh, where did you come from?
She met a young grizzly bear.
Just love you so much. Oh my gosh.
However, that one decision caused a chain reaction.
Lauren, will you marry
Oh
me?
my gosh, of course I will. I love you so much.
Although the father found out, and he was very, very angry.
Why did you disobey me? Do you see what this led to?
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to.
He frowned on the old grandmother bear so sternly that she promptly fell dead. The chief's daughter should have listened to her father because of her decision. Her children were forced to walk on their hands and knees and they couldn't talk anymore. That's how they became the grizzly bears that we know today.
And now we have a wrap. Okay. Alright, let's go. Curiosity will make a mess if you put it to the test. Honor your mother and your father and you will be a better daughter. Being hostile and unforgiving is not a way to go on living. One decision can change your life and it'll put you through strife. Think before you do, it'll be better for you.
And then our themes were, don't let curiosity get the best of you. And it was on page 19 when the daughter wondered what the ocean looked like, and her father told her not to go. But she did anyway, thus the wind blew her away.
And then our another theme was one decision can cause a chain reaction because it ended up creating a whole new race because she let curiosity get the best of her. And then you have to honor your parents because she ended up being taken away from her parents because she didn't listen to what they told her to do. And then her father was hostile and unforgiving because he was so angry towards her and he wouldn't forgive her for her actions that she did.
I'm Logan.
I'm from the La Cruz.
I'm Melissa. And we are going to show a video that we made, and then we're going to explain in a little bit more depth of the themes.
Hey Jerry, did you see what happened last night? No. What did happen? No. A God spirit came down from his house in the sky. He was staying in a mountain. When he got here, he sent his daughter to calm down that old, grumpy wind spirit. Oh, yeah. I heard that the curiosity got the best of her and she was blown away all the way to Barry the grizzly bear's house. Barry and her had kids. You're right. That turned out bad for her, though. When the sky spirit found her, he was very mad. All the bears also ended up getting punished. Wow, that's so crazy. I know. Now our bear friends can walk or talk anymore. That is sad.
Our themes that we chose to use were punishment, curiosity, and disobedience. A few of our text citations were curiosity from page 20. His daughter wondered what the ocean looked like, and her curiosity got the best of her. Another one was punishment, page 21. Get down on your hands and knees. You have wronged me. From this moment on, all of you will walk on 4 feet and never talk again.
And one of the other quotation was punishment on page 21. He drove his grandchildren out of the lodge, and they scattered and wandered over earth. Another one is punishment again, page 21. Some say that he put out the fire in the center of his lodge and took his daughter back up to live.
And the last one was for disobedience, page 21. When he found a grown woman, he got very angry because he had disobeyed him and never returned home.